this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about clairsensitives in relationships. That's right. Today we're talking about clairsensitives in relationships. And I get this from so many clients. A lot of people have that clairsensitive gift, yet at the same time, sometimes they don't understand it as well as they should, especially if they're in a relationship. So if you are feeling overwhelmed in your relationship, like, I think we're ready to go to the next level, and you're kind of like, I just feel like this is exactly where we need to go and this is what we need to do, and you're going, but I don't think my partner's on the same page. Well, a lot of times my clairsensitives are feeling that 100% of their energy. They're feeling all of that at the same time, like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what we need to be doing. This is exactly where we need to be going. We need to be going to the next level. Yet they'll say, I don't feel like my partner is on the same page. And a lot of times as we start talking, I'll connect to that partner's energy, and the partner's energy is like, yes, I'm feeling the same way. But that clairsensitive would have taken 100% of that clairsensitive's energy plus 100% of the partner's energy, and then they're going like second guessing, like, I think we're all ready to go on the next level, but maybe they're backing off or maybe they're pulling back. And a lot of times it's not necessarily they're pulling back from going to the next level. What they're pulling back from is that you're attacking their energy. You're attacking their energy, and you're kind of like taking their emotions from them. So a lot of times you'll feel one thing, the clairsensitives will feel one thing, and the partner will be feeling it as well, but that clairsensitive kind of like keeps jacking with their energy and kind of taking it. So it's kind of like, I felt like we were ready to kind of take a break, or I feel like we were ready to go to the next level, whatever it is. And that clairsensitive kind of like really jacks with their energy and kind of takes it on. Or I feel like they're backing off, and the clairsensitive is like, I don't want them to back off. And it's like, but you're attacking their energy, and the only thing they really can do to kind of get a break from it is to take a step back. So that's one of those really important things to understand, is that when you are a clairsensitive, when you feel emotions, when you feel a lot of empathy towards other people, when you feel a lot of emotions towards other people, only half of that is yours. The other half belongs to somebody else. Let me say it one more time. Half of that energy belongs to you, and the other half belongs to someone else. Get it? Because so many times they will literally freak out. They'll call me, text me, email me, whatever it is, like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is what my partner's feeling, or whatever else, or I'm feeling all of this. I feel like this is not a good relationship. I feel like we need to do something different. And they are not only feeling their energy, but they're feeling that partner's energy, or that person's energy. And this can be really overwhelming, and it can stir up a lot of emotions, a lot of old emotions with us, because a lot of times a clairsensitive has done that their whole life. They have felt like their energy plus everybody else's energy. So if they're not feeling it, they're kind of like, I feel like there's something missing. Well, there is. You're missing their energy. And it's kind of a strong reaction, because they're used to like emotions at like tapped out at 100% all the time, or 200% all the time, like 100 for them and 100 for the partner all the time. And so when they don't feel like that, feel that double energy, they're like, wait, this isn't the same energy. Well, it's because you've been jacking with someone else's energy. So it's something to be aware of that really happens to my clairsensitives, because they are connecting to that other person's energy, but not realizing that they're connecting to the other person's energy. So one of the best ways to kind of figure out what part is yours and what part belongs to them is to body test. So to body test, you know what I'm saying? It's like body test several times of like, am I feeling my emotions over what I should be doing in my relationship next? Yes or no? Am I feeling my partner's energy? Yes or no? How do I, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you break it down? Like, how do I just feel my part? Well, a lot of times you have to kind of like physically separate for a period of time, like it doesn't mean for like days, pull their energy from yours and kind of like release that energy and let it go, and then really open up to what is my energy have to tell me about this? What is my energy telling me that I need to do next? And the more you kind of open up to that energy, the easier it makes it, because now you're only feeling your energy, you're not feeling their energy as well. Because like I said, it can be really overwhelming, and it can really make it harder to handle what you should be handling or dealing with, or kind of even going into making things more dramatic when they really don't have to be. Like I said, so many times people will call me or text me or email me like, oh my gosh, I need an appointment like right now. My partner is doing this or dealing with this. And a lot of times they're kind of struggling because they're feeling so much emotions over what's going on, yet they're not understanding that they're picking up that other partner's energy as well. So that can be kind of like, okay, I don't know how to separate it. Once you separate the energies, it makes it much easier. And then having those communication talks with other people, like, I really feel emotion. So if you're feeling a strong emotion, I'm going to be feeling it as well. And that makes things so much easier and so much lighter to understand, like, oh, not only am I feeling my energy, but I'm feeling their energy as well. And it can make it much easier and much more understandable. So let's pull some angel cards and get us a little bit more perspective on how to kind of understand what our partner's feeling and what we should be feeling in a relationship. So my first card is the 12th house, and this is kind of the introspection. If you're really able to control your energy, your introspection, like what you're feeling, it will make it so much easier to understand what your partner's feeling and not feeling overwhelmed by all of it. If you are feeling super overwhelmed, I guarantee you are connected to somebody else's energy in some way, shape, or form. So that's kind of like, interesting. I need to let this go so I can just feel my energy. This is the card Scorpio, and this is all about investigating. And this is kind of what you have to do. Like, where does my energy start and end, and where does their energy start and end? Like I said, clairsensitives get so used to connecting to everybody's energy, they don't even realize that they're connected. They do it all the time. It's kind of like unconsciously they're just connecting with energy. So if they're not feeling overwhelmed by energy, a lot of times they're like, I don't feel connected to anybody. Well, because you're used to being connected to everybody and everything all the time, and now that you aren't, it makes it a little bit kind of like underwhelming. It's like, wait, I'm not connected in. My next card is the second house, and this is the resources. This is your resource. This video is your resource to kind of understand, like, this is what I've been doing, so now I can choose to only connect to my energy and what I feel like I should be doing next in the relationship, and then I'll go to my partner and have a great conversation and bring in their energy. Not connect to it ahead of time. Let them tell me what they want me to hear or to know or to acknowledge. This is Taurus, and this is all about cultivating. When you start cultivating like boundaries with other people's energy, it makes it much easier. You're not overwhelmed as much with their energy and what's going on or what you should do or shouldn't do around their energy. Because like I said, that can be overwhelming if you're always connected to their energy. They don't get to feel their own feelings or have their own thoughts and feelings about things because you keep jacking with them. I know. The third house is communication. This is how you solve it, by communication, talking things out, clearing things out. Clairsensitives can kind of sense when people are kind of lying or not telling them the whole truth. So when you feel like that, tell them, like, I'm feeling that you're lying. I feel like you're kind of keeping something from me. So what is that? So we can clear all of the air, so we can get it all out in the open and make different choices. This is Athena, and this is all about thinking. When you think that it's all your energy and you're overwhelmed by it, usually that's a good indication that you're connected to somebody else's energy. So understand that you only require connecting to your energy at all times. You don't have to connect to everybody else's energy. And when you learn those boundaries of how to set a healthy boundary with not only yourself and your energy, but other people's energy as well, it makes it easier. Because if you're not connecting with them, sometimes they've thrown that energy at you of like, I want you to feel this, I want you to feel that. And when we do, it can really overwhelm us in some not so great ways. So it's like we're feeling our energy, but then we're also feeling their energy that they've kind of like thrown at us. And that can be really overwhelming for anybody, myself, everybody included. This is like, oh my gosh, now I feel completely overwhelmed with the energy. But when you set those healthy boundaries, like that's their energy and I'm going to put a boundary around that. This is my energy and I'm going to put a boundary around this. It makes it easier not to be feeling what they're feeling on the other side. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.